Alright, let's talk about, you know, what my thoughts are for Game of the Year. Because the Video Game Awards are coming up, and it's something or other. You know, and as well as, like, who I think is going to win, you know, predictions, more or less. I'm also going to talk about, like, what I thought deserves, basically what I voted for. So let's start out with, Game of the Year. The nominees are Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Mario Brothers Wonder, and Tears of the Kingdom. I have two controllers, and it's ridiculous. I chose Resident Evil 4, because, first off, Resident Evil 4 is one of the only few games in 2023 that came out in 2023 that I actually played and I actually beaten, because I mean, I haven't played a whole lot of games in 2023, and the ones that I have played are the same ones over and over and over again. Internet connection quality is currently not sufficient to broadcast gameplay. Well, fuck off, you piece of shit. Yeah, I'm doing this live, by the way. I'm, like, if you want to see the live stream will be out. If you don't, just watch this video. I don't even care. I chose Resident Evil 4 because I thought it was, like, the best game out of the list, because I actually played it. I actually beat it, and I thought it was great. It was perfect. Now, my overall prediction for Game of the Year would have to go probably either to Resident Evil 4 or Baldur's Gate 3, because Baldur's Gate 3 is up for literally everything. Like, except for the indie titles. The indie games and, esport events. But, like, just run-of-the-mill AAA games, Baldur's Gate 3 is on almost every single ballot when it comes to Video Game Awards. And I think Baldur's Gate is going to win. It's like last year when, what was that game? Oh, fuck. I forgot the name of the game. The game that won Game of the Year last year. That game was up for every fucking, like, possible nomination. So yeah, I definitely think that, like, Baldur's Gate will win. And, yeah, I overall think that Baldur's Gate 3 is gonna win. But, yeah, so do I. Because I actually, like, if Resident Evil 4 Remake doesn't win, which is the game that I'm hoping would actually win, because I actually played that. Out of all the games that were mentioned in the Game of the Year, and overall on the ballot, I played one of them. Only one. And that was Resident Evil 4 Remake. But if Resident Evil 4 Remake doesn't get in, and it doesn't win, I hope it's Mario or Zelda. Because, like, Tears of the Kingdom, from what I saw gameplay-wise... Now I'm talking about the remake. The remake that came out this year. But, yeah, what I do think is that Tears of the Kingdom, from what I saw gameplay-wise, while it may be a lot like Breath of the Wild, it's still a phenomenal experience that I really want to play. Mario Wonder, I also think should win. I mean, all these games, they're there for a reason. I mean, most of us, even ones like me who haven't played but have seen gameplay footage, and trailers and things like that, we know that these games deserve to be on the list. And overall, my thoughts are, okay, here's what I think. Resident Evil 4 Remake, and I think Baldur's Gate might win because it's everywhere. 2022, I forgot. I think it was the one, because there was this meme of this kid just walking up on stage, I think talking about Bill Clinton. Oh fuck, what was his name? What was the? Oh my god, it was Dark Souls. Well, not Dark Souls, but it was the Dark Souls type game, the Soulsborne. Ah, fuck. What was it? What was it? Oh my god, my brain does not want to function right now. Yeah, Elden Ring. Elden Ring. That was the name. Yeah, that one. Like that game and God of War, Ragnarok, I would say were neck and neck. Both those games were insane. But my overall thoughts on like game of the year for this year, I would hope it's Resident Evil 4 because that's like the only one I played. But my overall prediction would probably be like Baldur's Gate because that game is on most, if not every single list, well, except for the indies and the esports. But it's pretty much in most, if not every, list. I have a bunch of images that I screenshotted of like what I chose and the games that are on the list. Best game direction: Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Spider-Man 2, Mario Wonder, and Tears of the Kingdom. I chose Mario because, I mean, it looks good. I don't know. But I think maybe, again, Baldur's Gate might win that one. And if it's not Baldur's Gate, it'll probably be like Zelda. Best narrative: I chose Phantom Liberty, the Cyberpunk DLC. But the choices are Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk, Final Fantasy, the new Final Fantasy that came out, 16, and Spider-Man 2. I chose Cyberpunk because I actually played Cyberpunk. I actually beat that game. And I think the DLC, Phantom Liberty, is going to be a lot of the same as Cyberpunk. So that's why I chose it. Best art direction. Okay, the game that I think will win best narrative, probably Final Fantasy. Best art direction: Alan Wake 2, Hi-Fi Rush, Lies of P, Mario Wonder, and Tears of the Kingdom. I chose Tears of the Kingdom because, have you seen the art? It is gorgeous. Like, perfection when it comes to art. Like, really good. But I think what would win would either be Alan Wake 2 or Zelda. Best score and music: Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 16, Hi-Fi Rush, and Zelda. I again chose Zelda because, I mean, based on the music that I have heard from all the previous games, and that's another thing I was considering when I was looking at the list, was, okay, I may not have played any of these games, but I have played Zelda before. I have played Final Fantasy before. So I know what the soundtracks are going to most likely be when it comes to that. So that's what I base my choices on. If I haven't played the game, I'm going by what, like, if it's a game in a franchise that I've already played, like Zelda, for example, or Final Fantasy, I'm going to choose that over everything else because I have played games in that franchise and I know what the soundtracks are like. So that's why I chose Zelda. But ultimately, I think best score in music would probably be Final Fantasy or Zelda. Oh, I chose the wrong controller. I have, like, I'm actually... Hold on. I gotta... I am actually running these images off my PS3. So I have the PS3 controller and my PS4 controller to play Minecraft. Where's the plugin? God damn it. Seriously, where's the plugin? I'm losing it already in this live stream. Wait. God damn it. Son of a bitch. You know what? Fuck it. It's got enough juice as it is. You know, best score in music, I chose Zelda. But I think either Zelda or Final Fantasy would win that one. Best audio design, Alan Wake 2, Dead Space, Hi-Fi Rush, Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4. Again, I chose Resident Evil 4 because Resident Evil 4 is one of the only few games that came out in 2023 that I played and I beat. So I know what the audio design is for that game. I don't know about the rest of them, but I chose Resident Evil 4, and I do hope that, again, that game wins. But I think, ultimately, my prediction is going to be, like, Dead Space or Alan Wake. Best performance. Okay, now, I don't know who any of these people are, so I just chose based on looks alone. Even though I'm sure they're all talented people. Ben Starr, Final Fantasy 16, Cameron Monaghan, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Idris Elba, Cyberpunk, Melanie LeBird, Alan Wake 2, Neil Newbin, Baldur's Gate 3, and Yuri Lowenthal, Spider-Man 2. I chose Ben just because I like the way he looks. Now, I don't know, if you see the image of Ben Starr that they used for the Video Game Awards on the website, he looks like he could be V from Cyberpunk. Like, he looks like that you can create him in Cyberpunk. Like, I don't know. He strikes me as the V type. Innovation in accessibility. Yeah, let's do that. But innovation in accessibility. Diablo 4. Yeah, Diablo 4. I was gonna say Diablo 5. I mean, I have no doubt they'd make a Diablo 5, but we waited so long from Diablo 3 to Diablo 4. It's ridiculous. Diablo 4, Forza Motorsport, Hi-Fi Rush, Marvel, Spider-Man 2, Mortal Kombat 1, and Street Fighter 6. I chose Forza because, like, Forza is Xbox, and Xbox is Microsoft. Microsoft, as shitty of a company as they are, I mean, most, if not all, companies kind of are. They've all become money-hungry, greedy people, companies, and whatever. But, like, I feel like out of all the options, I think Xbox and Microsoft as a whole are masters of accessibility when it comes to their games, when it comes to options, when it comes to peripherals and things like that. So I chose Forza. Ultimately, I think Forza would win that one. Now, when it comes to best performance, I forgot to mention who I thought would win. I think Ben Starr, because why not? Now, here we're getting into a bunch of games I've never heard of. Even for this year. Normally, I'm up to date with all the games that come out, even the indie titles. And I think all these might be indie because I've never heard of them, and they don't sound like anything that would be pumped out by a AAA developer. So, games for Impact. A Space for the Unbound, Chance of Sinar, Goodbye Volcano High, Shia? I think the T might be silent. TCHIA. Terra Nil, and Venba. I chose Space for the Unbound solely because I like the art style from what I've seen. It looks anime as fuck, and I love anime. My second choice would have been Goodbye Volcano High, personally. But personally, what do I think would win? My prediction-wise, would be A Space for the Unbound. Probably because of the name. Best... Oh, this is going to be the hardest one, I'd say, out of the bunch. Best ongoing game. Apex Legends, Cyberpunk 2077, Final Fantasy XIV, and Fortnite, and Genshin Impact. I chose Cyberpunk because Um, you know, I like Cyberpunk. Alright, I think it's a good game. When it came out, yeah, it was garbage, and it was the hip thing to bitch about it. But it actually is playable, even on the PS4. It's still super fun, and I poured in 100+ hours into Cyberpunk. And I never do that with open world games, because mostly I get like a couple hours in, and I get bored, because, oh, there's so much to do, blah. Yeah, I chose Cyberpunk because I actually played it. Now, I also played Fortnite and Genshin. I mean, I love Fortnite. Fortnite's a good game, despite what anyone else says. Genshin Impact I also enjoy. I've done a few live streams on that game. Haven't played it in a while, but it's whatever. Ultimately, I think, though, Apex Legends might win, because I keep hearing everyone talk about Apex. And a lot of my friends on PSN are like, oh, you should play Apex, you should play Apex. And I'm like, I don't want to play Apex. That's like one of the only few games I won't actually play. Because it's similar to Call of Duty, in a way, that if you don't play the game the moment it comes out, and continuously, you will lose and you will die. Like, even on, like, noob lobbies, if they have those, I will die. But yeah, ultimately I think Apex would win that one. Best community support. Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy, I think 14, and No Man's Sky. I chose, again, Cyberpunk, because I actually played that one. And, I mean, I have played Destiny 2, and I do, like, from what I remember playing, I do enjoy Destiny 2. It's a fine enough game. It's made by Bungie, so it can't be that bad. The people that fucking made Halo 1 and 2, alright? You know it's good if Bungie's behind it. But my overall prediction would probably be, like, Destiny 2. Best independent game, Cocoon, Dave the Diver, Dredge, Sea of Stars, Viewfinder. I chose Sea of Stars, again, because of the art alone. Now, I've never heard of any of those games. Like, ever. And again, normally I'm up to date on games that come out. Mostly major releases, but if there's like an indie title that I hear about on Facebook or Twitter, or I see ads on YouTube for it, I'm all over that shit. I'm like, okay, this game looks like something I'd enjoy. I'll follow it. I'll see where it's going. But ultimately, considering I've never heard of any of these, the game that I think would win would be Cocoon. Either that or Sea of Stars. It's tied for that one. Best debut indie game. There's only one game on this list that I have heard of. Cocoon, Dredge, Pizza Tower, Venba, and Viewfinder. The only one I have heard of in that list is Pizza Tower. And even then, I don't know a whole lot about it. I chose Pizza Tower because that's the only one I heard of. And I think that one's gonna win, personally, because a lot of people were talking about it, and a lot of people are playing it, and shit like that. So I think that one would win. Best mobile game. Final Fantasy VII, Ever Crisis. At this point, I just gave up playing Minecraft. I cannot do, like, two things at once. I cannot just listen to my voice. Alright? Although I don't know why any of you would want to. Just do it, alright? Don't focus on the gameplay, just have this in the background, doing whatever. Because, like I said, on top of this being a live stream, it'll be a regular video as well, if you want to watch it as a video. So, the best mobile game, the nominees are Final Fantasy VII, Ever Crisis, Hello Kitty, Island Adventure, Honkai Star Rail, Monster Hunter Now, and Terra Nil. I chose Hello Kitty because I mean, as a cat, I mean, you gotta represent my kind, because Nya and Mew. Now, personally, what I think would win, it would be Honkai, because literally, everywhere I go, you see, like, people, this video was sponsored by, you know, Honkai Star Rail, the same people that brought Genshin Impact to you, and made another fucking game. Alright? And so I think that Honkai would win Best Mobile Game because of the fact that everybody was talking about it. It's basically the Raid Shadow Legends of the gaming space right now. And you know how everybody is like, oh, this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Well, Honkai is Raid Shadow Legends at this point. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone is being sponsored by them. It's made by a company that previously made a game that everyone enjoyed, or what I have seen everybody enjoy. So I think Honkai will win that one. But kind of a thing that I noticed. Square Enix is obsessed with Final Fantasy VII lately. I mean, you just had the Final Fantasy VII remake not that long ago on PS4. Crisis Core, which is more or less a spin-off of that. It's still Final Fantasy VII, but it's Crisis Core. This game, the mobile game, and as you'll hear later on in this video, or live stream, depending on how you're watching it or listening to it, there's another Final Fantasy VII game coming out, and I'm like, this is like the 4th or 5th Final Fantasy VII game that is being, or that's been released in the past few years. And I'm not complaining because I love Final Fantasy VII, but I'm just so confused. Why is Square making so many Final Fantasy VII games? It's hilarious at this point. But yeah, like I said, I think Honkai will win that one. Best VR AR game: Gran Turismo 7, Horizon Call of the Mountain, Humanity, Resident Evil Village VR mode, and Synopse. Now, if you look at Resident Evil Village, do you want to know who they put as the icon for that thing? Demetresque. Yeah. The big, tall vampire lady that is obsessed with killing Ethan. That one? They knew what they were doing when they were choosing the screenshots for, what to put. Because everybody was obsessed with Alcina. Demetresque! You know who I'm talking about. The one that Markiplier simped for over and over and over again when he played Resident Evil Village. And I chose Village because I played Village. And I beat it. I love Village. Village is phenomenal. It's one of the best, at least top 3 Resident Evil games. Well, top 5. Because my top 3 is like, number 1, Resident Evil 6. I know, a lot of people bitch about Resident Evil 6, but I like 6 too much to just not put it as number 1. Number 2 would be the Resident Evil 4 remake. Number 3 would be the original Resident Evil 4. 4 would be Resident Evil Revelations 2. And 5 would be Village. But I chose Village because I actually know what Village is, and I would love to play that in VR. But my overall thoughts on that, I think Gran Turismo would probably win. Either Gran Turismo or Horizon. Best action game, Armored Core 6. I didn't even know there was that many Armored Core games. God damn. Hey, DJ. What's up, you asshole? Now I'm just fucking around. But yeah, I'm just talking about my predictions for the Game Awards and what I thought. There will be a video coming out, so if you want to watch that one. But the best action game, the nominees are... God damn it, stop getting drunk and just do something. Where's my water? I gotta get water. I am talking so much. Armored Core 6, Dead Island... Okay, yeah, Dead Island 2 I also played a little bit. But yeah. Dead Island 2, Ghost Runner 2, Hi-Fi Rush, and Remnant 2. I chose Dead Island 2, again, because that's one of the only few games I played that came out in 2023. But I think Dead Island would win the best action adventure game. Alan Wake 2, Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I chose Resident Evil 4, obviously. But I think, personally, Resident Evil 4 would win. Best RPG: Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 16, Lies of P, Sea of Stars, Starfield. I chose Final Fantasy because, again, I know what Final Fantasy is like, so I chose that game. You know, so there's gonna be that. Yeah, I played the original, like, just the other day on my PS4, my modded PS4, and it's fun. It's really good. I also have it on PS3. But I chose Final Fantasy 16 because, I mean, I know Final Fantasy and it's something that I'd play. But my overall thoughts are, I think Final Fantasy would win. Either that or Starfield. Best fighting game: God of Rock, Mortal Kombat 1, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, Pocket Bravery, Street Fighter. I chose Mortal Kombat because I fucking love Mortal Kombat. It's the best fighting game out there. And it's one of, I'm gonna say, the founding fathers of fighting games. Tekken, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and Soul Calibur. Or I guess the Mount Rushmore of fighting games. Either way, although I think personally Street Fighter is going to win, I chose Mortal Kombat because I love Mortal Kombat. Best family game: Disney Illusion Island, Party Animals, Pikmin 4, Sonic Superstars, and Mario Wonder. I can't wait to play Dead Island 2. Yeah, like, Dead Island 2 is really fun. And it being on PS5, it'll be even better than my experience, because I played on PS4. I chose, for the best family game, I chose Mario Wonder. Although it'll be hard between Pikmin, Sonic, and Mario Wonder. Here's a game that I never thought was going to make the list, because I never heard a lot of people talk about it, even when it came out. Best sim strategy game: Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp, Cities Skylines 2, or is it 3? Yeah, no, 2. Company of Heroes 3, Pikmin 4, and my favorite, Fire Emblem Engage. You know which one that I picked? Engage. Why? Because, first off, it's one of the only few games, again, that I played in 2023 that came out in 2023. Second of all, it's got Rosado, which is a femboy. We got fucking femboys in Fire Emblem. And it's Fire Emblem. So, yeah. And I don't care who's watching this video or live stream or whatever. I want you to pick. Because voting is until the 7th, when the live stream, or the VGAs actually happen. I want you to choose Fire Emblem Engage. Make an account, if you don't already have one, to the Video Game Awards, and click on Fire Emblem Engage as the best sim strategy game. Because I want to see it win. But my overall thoughts are... I think Advance Wars or City Skylines will win, but I really fucking hope that Fire Emblem Engage wins. That's the one I chose. Best sports and or racing. EA Sports FC 24, F1 23, Forza Motorsport, Hot Wheels, Unleashed 2, and The Crew. I chose Forza because I've actually played Forza before, and I know what that's like. So, and I think that's going to win anyway. Yeah, I definitely think that Forza's going to win. Best multiplayer, Baldur's Gate 3, Diablo 4, Party Animals, Street Fighter 6, and Mario Wonder. I chose Mario Wonder because Mario is really fun to play. Although I think it'll be like Street Fighter 6 that wins, maybe Baldur's Gate. Best adaptation, Castlevania Nocturne, Gran Turismo, The Last of Us, Mario movie, and Twisted Metal. I chose Mario because I actually watched the Mario movie in theaters. I actually cosplayed as Princess Peach. Yeah, I had the dress, I had the cat ears. Yeah, I was Cat Peach, more or less, except without the cat costume. I was wearing the dress, I was wearing the cat ears. You should have fucking seen me in the theaters. I was ready to watch the Mario movie. And I did. And I think that the Mario movie will win solely because of how big it was at the box office, and the fact that the Mario movie had so many references to, like, Nintendo and Mario and everything like that. Like, every second I was like, oh, that's a reference to that one game. Here's a reference to that other game. Oh, here's a rare, obscure reference to that obscure game not a lot of people know about. Like, I was pointing it out every chance I got because it was that awesome. And I think that the Mario movie will definitely win the Best Adaptation Award. Most anticipated game. Okay, yeah, this is the one that came with Final Fantasy. Most anticipated game, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hades 2, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Star Wars Outlaws, and Tekken 8. I chose Final Fantasy because, I mean, I love Final Fantasy. Now, I loved Hades. When I played Hades, I loved it. It was a really fun game, and I am hyped for the sequel. I also thought that Tekken 8 was already out because you had Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat have new games this year. I'm surprised Tekken didn't follow suit, you know? But we can wait next year. Although I think like Namco was actually smart to do that because it would have gotten lost in the sea of fighting games anyway. But my thoughts are, I think Hades would win that one, even though I think Final Fantasy should win because I love Final Fantasy. Content Creator of the Year. Now, my age might be showing because I don't know who half these people are. Iron Mouse, People Make Games, Quackity, Spreen, and Cypher PK. I don't know who any of these people are outside of Iron Mouse. I only know Iron Mouse, and I like Iron Mouse, so I chose Iron Mouse, and honestly I think Iron Mouse will win Content Creator of the Year. Now we're getting into things that I could give a pissing fuck less about. Best esport game. Now, while I don't mind esports, I like the idea and I love esports. I want to do esports, but I'm just not talented enough. I find it to be insane what people do in esport tournaments. Like, have you seen some of the moves that people do in COD or Valorant or anything like that, League? I'm just like, I can't even... How are they so good at COD? Like, holy shit. But best esports game, Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, PUBG Mobile, and Valorant. I chose League of Legends because I think that one will win. And that's one of the only few games that I chose solely because I think that it would win. I have played PUBG before, And to be honest, Fortnite was better. Fortnite was better than PUBG. Alright, and I don't know. If they would have put Fortnite on there, I would have chosen Fortnite, but yeah. But I don't know, like I just think that people are crazy. Best esport athlete. I don't know who any of these people are, so I chose based on the names alone. I'm only gonna use like their code names or nicknames or whatever, stage name, whatever you want to call them, because I cannot pronounce their actual names, and I will butcher them. So you have Faker, ZywOo, Demon One, Hydra, Ruler, and Imperial Hal. I chose Hydra because I like the name. I think Hydra is a really good name. Second best would be Demon One. Now, I think Hydra would win that one. Best esport team. Same thing. I go based off names. I don't know anything about these people or their teams. Evil Geniuses, Fnatic, Game & Gladiators, JD Gaming, and Team Vitality. I chose Evil Geniuses because I like the name. Now, I think Team Vitality would probably win, personally, because of the name. Let's see, best esport coach. Again, I'm gonna go based on like the code names, because I am not gonna bother with the actual name because I will probably butcher them. Potter, Zonic, Gunba, XTQZZZ, and Hom, or Homie, or whatever it's pronounced. I chose Potter, personally, but I think Homie, whatever, might win. And the last one, the best esport event. The 2023 League of Legends World Championship, Blast TV Paris Major 2023, EVO 2023, the International Dota 2 Championships 2023, and Valorant Championships 2023. I chose League solely because of how big League of Legends is, so I chose that one. And I also think that League will win that one. So, to recap... You know what? Fuck it. To recap, Game of the Year, I voted Resident Evil 4. Best Game Direction, Mario Wonder. Best Narrative, Cyberpunk 2077. Best Art Direction, Zelda. Score and Music, Zelda. Audio Design, Resident Evil 4 Remake. You always have to emphasize the remake, because people are gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Are you talking about the original or the remake? I'm talking about the remake because it came out in 2023. Although if they put the original Resident Evil 4 in there, I wouldn't complain. Best Performance, Ben Starr. Innovation and Accessibility, Forza. Games for Impact, Space for the Unbound. Best Ongoing, Cyberpunk. Community Support, Cyberpunk. Best Independent Game, Sea of Stars. Best Debut Indie Game, Pizza Tower. Best Mobile Game, Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Best VR AR, Resident Evil Village. Action Game, Dead Island 2. Action Adventure, Resident Evil 4. RPG, Final Fantasy. Fighting Game, Mortal Kombat. Best Family Game, Mario Wonder. Sim Strategy, Fire Emblem Engage. Sports Racing, Forza. Multiplayer, Mario. Adaptation, the Mario movie. Anticipated Game, Final Fantasy 7. Content Creator of the Year, Iron Mouse. Best Esports Game, League of Legends. Esports Athlete, Hydra. Esports Team, Evil Geniuses. Esports Coach. Potter, and esport event, League of Legends. Now, keep in mind, these are just my predictions. These are the games that and people that I chose. That doesn't mean that they're going to win. Sadly, like, as much as I want not Final, I mean, I do want Final Fantasy to win. As much as I want Fire Emblem Engage to win Best Sim Strategy Game, and I will push people to fucking vote for that game because of just the fact that it's an amazing game that I think a lot of people slept on. They're like, oh, it's whatever. But yeah, like, if you haven't already, definitely play Fire Emblem Engage. And, you know, if any game on this list in any of the categories, if I want you to pick one, I want you to pick Fire Emblem Engage for Best Sim Strategy Game. If you have an account, do it right now. If you don't have an account, make one and choose Fire Emblem. Because I want to see that game win so badly. Like, you have no idea. Like, let me fucking show you something here. I know, like, the video, you can't see it because it'll be like an actual video. But, like, this game, Fire Emblem Engage, is awesome. I have put in a lot of time in this game, and this is one of the only few games in 2023 that I actually played that came out in 2023. So there's that. But yeah, that's just overall what my thoughts are, my predictions for who's going to win, and what I voted for personally. To each their own. At the end of the day, vote for whatever game you think is worthy. If you've never played any of these games, just pick randomly. Just pick whatever game that you think you would enjoy the most. Or if you've played a game in a franchise, like, for example, like for me, I haven't played Mario Wonder or Zelda, but I picked those games solely because I played the other games in the franchises, so I know what those games are like and what to expect. So, you know, do something like that. But voting stops, I think, on the 7th of December of this year, because that's when the Game Awards will be live and whatever. So, you know, just vote. If you haven't already, do it, because I want to see Resident Evil 4 and Fire Emblem Engage win. Alright, and I know most of the games, like Baldur's Gate 3, might end up winning everything because of how big, you know, that game is on almost every single list that was mentioned. But, you know, I just think that, you know, games like Resident Evil 4 were phenomenal, really fun, really great. I mean, you know, it's a really good game. When within like the first month or two of me playing it, or of the game coming out, I beat the game 5 fucking times. Yes, you heard that right. 5 times within like the first month or two of the game coming out. And I did this on my modded PS4 because I don't have the money to buy the game. But would I buy it? Fuck yeah, I would. If I had the money, you know I would definitely buy it. But, you know, like, the first 2 were legitimate, but, like, the other 3 were cheat runs. Like, I used, like, God mode, infinite health, that sort of thing, infinite money. But it's just so good. Definitely get it. Definitely vote for that game. and Fire Emblem Engage. I cannot stress this enough. Vote for Fire Emblem Engage. Because that game, if that game wins not Game of the Year, if Fire Emblem Engage wins any sort of award, like, you know, Best Sim Strategy in this case, I can die a happy cat, alright? Just knowing that a Fire Emblem game made it into the Video Game Awards in the first place. Now, I don't know if, like, Three Houses got in when that game came out, but it's worthy of it, if it hasn't already. But I definitely think that the Fire Emblem series needs to be talked about a lot more. And I think more people need to play it. More people need to put that game in their Switches and play it. I also think people should get a Nintendo Wii or GameCube, mostly Wii, to play Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn and Path of Radiance. Basically, any console or handheld that Fire Emblem is on, get it. And download the game. Download the ROM, ISO, whatever, because those games are good and fucking amazing. And, you know, Fire Emblem Engage is no exception. It's a fun game. It's really awesome. Vote for that game. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video, like, and also live stream, because, I know it's a short live stream, I know it's a short video, well, not really short. Well, considering that, like, PlayStation, for some, I don't know why, but Sony thought it was a good idea to limit videos to an hour. So, after, like, the first hour, and you're still recording, you're losing some of that footage. You are losing some of the fucking footage that you made. So you may as well redo the video. And I'm just like, I think what they should have done is a little side rant here. I think what Sony should have done was make it to where, like OBS, as long as you have storage space on your console, you should be able to record that amount of time. If you want to do a 2-hour-long video, you should be able to. If you want to do an hour-and-a-half video, you should be able to. If you want to do fucking 3 hours, you know, you should be able to. As long as you have the storage space on your console, allow that to happen. Anyways, that's it. I'm done yakking about the Video Game Awards and what I think personally would win, who I also think would win. And I know I didn't play a lot of Minecraft, but I was just mostly using this there as a thing. I could have just played another game and just, I don't know, left a screenshot or something like that. I don't know. I don't even care. But yeah, I definitely think that this is going to be a really hard year and also a good year for the Game Awards, because a lot of good games came out this year. A lot of good games. So yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video, or live stream, or whatever. And like I said, both of this will be a live stream and a video. So if you want to watch this as a video, there will be the video. If you want to watch it as a live stream, here's a live stream. But yeah, basically, in case you missed anything, it's, you know, I talk about both, you know, my predictions and whatever. So yeah. Yeah, just peace out, people, and brohoof and all that good shit. Mew. Mew. Yeah. Cat sounds. I'm losing it.